They say turning 70 is just a number, but let's be honest, it's a number that makes you pause. You start noticing the little things more. How steady you stand, how clearly you think, how easy it is, or isn't, to get out of bed in the morning. It's not about looking young anymore. It's about staying strong in the ways that matter. At this age, the best compliments don't come from how you look. They come from how well you move, how bright your mind is, and whether you still find joy in life. It's the quiet signs that tell you if you're aging gracefully, or just getting older. And today, I want to share 6 of those signs with you. These aren't things you need to buy or practice in a gym. They're little indicators that your body and mind are still working in harmony. If you're still able to do even a few of these, you're not just getting by. You're aging like a champion. And that's worth celebrating. Stick around until the end, because I've saved the most powerful one for last. And it's probably something you're doing without even realizing it. You might be aging better than you think. Ready to find out? Let's begin with the first sign. Sign number 1. You can climb a flight of stairs without gasping. I've got a buddy named Albert, 74 years old and still spry. Every Sunday, without fail, he takes the stairs to the 3rd floor balcony at our church just to wake up the legs, he says. Doesn't huff, doesn't puff, just smiles and waves like it's nothing. It's something I admire more than he knows. Being able to climb a flight of stairs without feeling winded is a quiet but powerful sign. It shows that your heart, lungs, and legs are still working together. It means your cardiovascular health is strong, and that's one of the most reliable indicators of longevity. You don't need to run marathons at our age. But if you can walk up a flight of stairs comfortably, without grabbing the railing for dear life, you're doing better than you might think. That one small act says a lot about your inner strength. And if stairs have gotten tougher lately, don't be discouraged. Start small. Walk a little farther each day. Strengthen your legs with light squats or heel raises. You're never too old to build yourself back up, one step at a time. Sign number 2. You can remember what you ate yesterday. I was chatting with Edith the other day. She's a retired librarian with a sharp wit and an even sharper memory. I asked her what she had for lunch yesterday, and without skipping a beat, she said, tuna salad, rye toast, and too many grapes. Then she laughed and said, memory's still good, but the portion control? Not so much. Being able to recall what you ate just yesterday might seem small, but it tells you your short-term memory is still sharp. It means your brain's doing its job, filing the little things away like it always has. And that's one of the clearest signs your mind is aging well. This isn't about being perfect or remembering every detail. It's about staying mentally active, reading, socializing, doing puzzles, even cooking. All of these things keep your brain engaged and your memory fresh, especially after 65. If you find yourself forgetting meals or misplacing details more often, don't panic. Instead, stay curious. Try keeping a journal or eating more brain-healthy foods like berries, leafy greens, and walnuts. Your mind, just like your body, gets stronger with regular use. Sign number 3. You can balance on one foot for 10 seconds. Margie, an old friend of mine, starts every morning the same way. Standing by the window in her kitchen, barefoot, lifting one foot off the ground while she waits for her coffee to brew. Just making sure I'm still good for another day, she jokes. And honestly, it's not a bad habit to have. If you can stand on one foot for 10 seconds without holding onto anything, that's a very real sign that your muscles, nerves, and brain are still working together in sync. Balance isn't just about avoiding falls, it's about staying independent. When your balance is good, your chances of injury go way down. And as we get older, that matters more than most people realize. If it's hard to balance now, don't worry, start small. Hold onto a chair and practice lifting one foot at a time. Even 5 seconds a day makes a difference. Just like Margie says, a little wobble now keeps the big falls away later. Sign number 4. You laugh often and easily. Laughter might seem like a small thing, but it's actually a powerful sign of emotional and mental health. When you're still able to laugh easily, even at silly things, it means your spirit hasn't hardened with age. People who laugh often tend to handle stress better, bounce back from tough days, and even enjoy stronger immune systems. Laughter releases good chemicals in the brain and helps keep the heart healthy. It's not just about joy, it's about resilience. My neighbor Harold, 81, tells the same 3 jokes every week at the diner. And no matter how many times we hear them, we all end up laughing just as hard. There's something special about people like Harold. He's been through a lot, lost loved ones, battled illness, but he still carries this lightness with him. He doesn't let life weigh him down. That kind of laughter? It's not shallow. It's survival. It shows that no matter what, he's still connected to the good parts of living. If you can still laugh often, at yourself, at your grandkids, or even at a TV rerun you've seen a dozen times, you're carrying something that many people lose with age: a soft heart and a strong spirit. So the next time something makes you chuckle, take it as a sign you're still deeply alive in all the ways that count. Sign number 5. You're still connected to friends or community. Staying connected to people as we age isn't just nice, it's vital. Research shows that strong social ties are one of the top predictors of a long, healthy life. Friends, neighbors, even a regular chat with the mailman, it all adds up. When you have someone to talk to, laugh with, or simply share a quiet moment, it keeps your mind sharper, your mood lighter, and your heart stronger. There's a woman I know named Ruby. She's 87, lives alone, but you'd never guess it. Every Tuesday, she hosts tea for 3 other widows on her block. They play cards, share stories, and talk about everything from gardening to old love letters. Ruby once told me, "We're not just passing time. We're giving each other something to look forward to." And that, right there, is the secret. If you still have even 1 or 2 people you connect with, someone who knows your story, you're ahead of the game. Don't underestimate the power of community, no matter how small. It's not about how many people you know, it's about knowing you're not alone. Sign number 6. You still cook for yourself. Being able to cook for yourself may not seem like much, but it's a powerful symbol of independence. It shows you're still taking care of your health, your home, and your daily rhythm. Cooking also exercises your memory, coordination, and even creativity. And let's be honest, there's something deeply grounding about making your own meals, no matter how simple they are. My longtime friend Walter, a retired school principal, still makes himself breakfast every morning: 2 eggs, half an avocado, and toast with a little jam. He says it's not about the food, it's the ritual. That quiet moment in the kitchen reminds me I'm still in charge of my day. Once a week, he even invites a neighbor over for soup. Just the act of preparing something with his own hands keeps him feeling capable and connected. If you still find joy, or even just routine, in cooking for yourself, that's a powerful sign you're aging well. You're not just nourishing your body, you're honoring your independence. And that, in itself, is something to be proud of. Let's take a moment to step back. These 6 signs might seem ordinary on the surface: climbing stairs, remembering your lunch, standing on 1 foot, laughing with friends, cooking a meal. But in truth, they're quiet victories. They're signs that your body and spirit are still doing what they were meant to do. Support your independence, your dignity, and your joy. You see, aging well isn't always about the big things. It's not about running marathons or living on a mountaintop. It's about the everyday strength that keeps you moving, thinking, and connecting with the world around you. Sometimes we don't even notice we're doing well, because the world tells us to look for decline. But I want you to look in the other direction. If you laughed today, remembered a detail from yesterday, or cooked yourself breakfast this morning, those things matter. They're not small. They're signs that your health, your mind, and your heart are still deeply alive. Aging gracefully means recognizing those moments and valuing them just as much as we did when we were younger, maybe even more. I remember my cousin Earl. He passed last year at 93. Not a flashy guy. never went viral on the internet. But every morning, he'd walk down the block, stop by the corner store, and ask the cashier how her mom was doing. He remembered names, he made people laugh, and he never missed making his oatmeal from scratch. The week before he passed, he was still helping his neighbor fix a fence. That, to me, is aging like a champion, not because he lived long, but because he stayed kind, curious, and useful to the very end. So take a moment to reflect. How many of these 6 things are still part of your life today? 1, 3, maybe all 6? Wherever you are, know that it's never too late to build strength, restore balance, or find joy. Start small, be proud, and if you're still doing these things, even quietly, you're doing just fine. If this message meant something to you, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who might need a reminder. Getting older doesn't mean fading, it means evolving. Keep going, you're stronger than you think.